What's good, YouTube? AOC85 here, coming to you guys with deck discussion, monster card discussion for the new deck I posted. I'm gonna call the deck Tech Genius Dark Nordic Synchro Spam. Well, it's a name in progress because, like I said, it's a relatively new deck I've been working on. I haven't actually thought about the name. I've just been testing it out. I just wanted to bring you guys a discussion about the monster lineup, my choices, why I chose them, and how they work and create some synergy within the deck. So first up is Reborn Tengu. Everyone knows him. If you saw the YCS status deck list, you saw how many decks utilized him and how efficient he was in maintaining field presence, helping with synchros, Tengu shenanigans. It's hard to get rid of him. Really, really hard. He just keeps on coming back. Alright, so we have next Tangerissner of the Nordic Beasts. This is the level 3 Earth Nordic Beast monster that gives you two level 3 tokens when it's destroyed by battle. It's one of the endings of the deck in terms of synchro fodder. It creates tokens which obviously act as a buffer for your life points. Because even though life points aren't too important in Yu-Gi-Oh!, if you have 0, you lose. So it's a form of defense, and also a form of offense when you use the tokens or Tangerissner itself to create synchro monsters. The deck heavily relies on its synchro capabilities, which is why cards like Will Oppression, Archela Christia kind of give it trouble, but we have ways of getting around those cards. Next, Tangerissner, level 3 Earth attributed Nordic Beast monster. When he's flipped from defense position to attack position, whether face up or face down, you can special summon one Nordic Beast monster from your deck in any position. This means that, and his secondary effect is when a monster you control is destroyed, I believe it's by battle, and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon him from your hands. So what you tend to do is allow either like a Tangerissner or a Reborn Tengu, or even a Genius Striker or a Werewolf to be destroyed. Special summon him from the hands in defense position on your turn, flip into attack position, and depending on what you have in your hand, you either summon Tangerissner or some Goldfax for synchroing capabilities. He works pretty well with cards like this Tech Genius monsters and Reborn Tengu because these cards, and Tangerissner of course, because these cards replace themselves when destroyed by a battle. Reborn Tengu special summons another Reborn Tengu. Tangerissner gives you 2 level 3 tokens, and Striker and Werewolf search out each other. When Werewolf is destroyed, you can search out a Striker. When Striker is destroyed, you can search out a Werewolf, on and so on. So he allows some pretty nifty plays. And because he's level 3, and because you run tuners from level 4 all the way down to level 1, it gives a lot of different options you can use for synchroing. Tech Genius Werewolf. When a level 4 or lower monster you control is special summoned to your side of the field. Oh no, it's special summon period, sorry. You can special summon this card from your hand. So if you special summon a level 4 monster, if your opponent special summons a level 4 monster, you can special summon this guy from your hand, which means this guy is just phenomenal. Almost all the monsters you control in your main deck, outside of Tragodia and Gores, are going to be level 4 or lower, which means that all this guy is going to be live continuously. You have him in your hand, special summon, get ready for synchroing shenanigans as usual, or just a buffer for your life points if you need defense. If you haven't noticed, one of the main ways deck defends itself is by using monsters as basically shields to just absorb the attacks from your opponent's monsters. Because outside of a burn deck, how are you going to win Yu-Gi-Oh! Besides attacking? Tech Genius Striker. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special this card from your hand. He's a level 2 warrior tuner, Earth attribute, which means him plus any of the Nordic beasts gives you Naturia Beast to stop spells. He's a warrior, so he's searchable with Rhoda. He's also double searchable with Technical Werewolf. And he's a mini Cyber Dragon, which of course, if you are unlucky enough to go second in a duel, special summon him. Werewolf's effect activates to special summon that, and you still have a normal summon, which you can either go into Tengu for Trishula, you can go into Tangrisner for level 8 Stardust, Scrap Dragon, Thought Ruler, so on and so forth. Or if you're really crazy, you can go into another tuner like normal summon Genesis Alley Birdman, and then using him, and then with Reborn Tengu shenanigans during the double synchro summon this turn. Lots of possibilities. Lots and lots of possibilities. So, next, GX Alley Birdman. You can return one face-up monster you control to the hand to special summon this card from your hand, and this card gains 500 attack if it was a wind monster you returned. If this card is special summoned in this way, remove it from the game when it's removed from the field. So he's a level 3 machine tuner, dark attribute, which makes him a fodder for Allure Darkness. He feeds your Synchroing engine. Level 3 tuners are pretty good in this deck. Allows you to go to level 6s, level 9s, even level 8s if need be, in some weird ways. Pretty good cards. Anyone who knows anything about Hidden Arsenal 4 knows that this is one of the best cards in the deck, in the box set. Goldfax, another Nordic tuner, level 4 tuner, which means him and Tango go straight into level 8s easily. He's a light beast tuner. And he's kind of has a pseudo Cyber Dragon effect. If your opponent controls a face-up synchro monster, you control no monsters, he can be special summoned. So, in the event they have a synchro monster on the board, I mean, you can special summon him. His effect doesn't go up all the time during the duels. His main purpose is to be special summoned with Tangrisner's effects for really easy level 8 synchro summons. I'm sorry, level 7 synchro summons. Go into Black Road, nuke the board real quick before you even normal summon and go to work. Tragoria Gores. Obviously, there's more defense. Tragoria Gores obviously special summons a level 7 token that can be used with Unknown Synchron to go into level 8s. Tragoria offers a lot of diversity for the deck because he has both of his effects. Because you run such a high monster count, it's pretty easy to pitch a monster from your hand to use his first effect to take control of one of your opponent's monsters. And then his secondary effects, using your graveyard to manipulate his level, he allows you for different synchro summons at very, very advantageous points in your duel. One of my favorite monsters in the deck, point blank period. Plague Spreader, another level 2 tuner who can use that lies the graveyard. Again, he's a dark monster, so he's a lure fodder. Vanadis, just the one Vanadis. Allows you to go into Odin. Unfortunately, you can only use her, you only synchro summon with her if the other monster is a Nordic monster, but that's the reason why we only run one of her. Dark monster, which means she's a lure fodder. She can manipulate her level by sending a Nordic monster you control to the graveyard. That means you can actually send Tangrisner or Tangyosna to make her a level 3 for different synchro summons, or even send Goldfax to the graveyard, change her from level 4 to 4. But you normally would do that if you want to like give Thor, if you want to synchro summon Thor this turn and give him an extra way to revive himself. So yeah, that's the monster lineup discussion. It seems pretty crazy, but believe me, they work really well together. I invite you guys to try to build this deck before you criticize how crazy it may look, and see for yourself how well the deck plays together. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. As usual, post your comments below, subscribe, and peace out, YouTube.